Hey guys, we've got a 1971 Winchester Model 94 today. It's the NRA Commemorative Edition to celebrate 100 years of the National Rifle Association. The gun showed no evidence of being fired, has very clean wood with a reddish shoe. It's been factory drilled for a Lyman 66A peep. It's got 45 minutes of elevation and windage adjustments. It's got a 22-inch barrel, and for now I'm using a Lyman front globe sight, and I'm still working with inserts. I don't know what I want to use yet. The gun is chambered in 30-30, and the hand loads are 160 grain Hornady FTXs. The magazine will hold 5. I think it'll hold 5. I haven't filled it up yet, and you can see that NRA medallion set into the stock. I really like 1960s and 70s vintage things because that was the time that I was growing up, and this has a pretty decent cool factor to it. Hey guys, we're at Ilion Rifle Range today, day 2 with the Winchester Model 94. I'm going to do a little shooting out to 300 yards, so stay tuned. Got a target set up at 300 yards. The wind is kind of coming out of the, well, I'll just say it's going right to left. So I'm going to hold on the right side of the target. I'm trying to get it in the sight correct here. Well, let me just check and see where that. Okay. Holding a little bit right. Elevation looks good. Well, see where they're hitting. They're kind of stringing up and down this way a little bit. Dismayed by the lack of marksmanship shown by their troops, Union veterans Colonel William C. Church and General George Wingate formed the National Rifle Association in 1871. Primary goal of the association would be to, and I quote, promote and encourage rifle shooting on a scientific basis, unquote. After being granted a charter by the state of New York on November 17, 1871, the NRA was founded. Civil War General Ambrose Burnside, who was also the former governor of Rhode Island and a United States Senator, became the fledgling NRA's first president. An important facet of the NRA's creation was the development of a practice ground. In 1872, with financial help from New York, which would probably be one of the last times that New York would help the National Rifle Association, a site on Long Island, the Creed Farm, was purchased for the purpose of building a rifle range. Named Creedmoor, the range opened a year later, and it was there that the first annual matches were held. This is very interesting to note, guys, because back in 1890s, political opposition to the promotion of marksmanship in New York forced the National Rifle Association to find a new home for its range. In 1892, Creedmoor was deeded back to the state, and the National Rifle Association matches moved to Seagirt, New Jersey. So even as far back as the late 1800s, New York has been anti-gun. They've never changed their agenda, and to this day they have some of the most egregious anti-Second Amendment laws in the country, only rivaled by California. And you only need to look to California to see dysfunction on a level that we've never seen in our lifetimes.